The polls are closed for Missouri's Democratic primary. We'll have a full ballot breakdown and when we can expect the results.
A few little minimal showers came across last night, but we do have more rain on the way. I'll tell you when it'll hit us.
Abortion isn't just a reproductive freedom issue, it's a religious freedom issue.
A day of division across Missouri. What supporters and opponents of abortion rights had to say at this year's March at the Arch.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Wake up, St. Louis. It is Sunday Fun Day.
Ooh.
And right now you're getting a live look at the Gateway Arch there. Just sparkly this morning.
Always sparkly.
Refreshing, refined.
She's always stunning.
Flourished. Is there another F that we can find? But good morning to you. It's Sunday, March 24th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. That felt a little chaotic for
I
a
know.
Sunday morning. But we'll take it, y'all. We will take it.
We're in the game. Get
In the
ready.
game. Well, thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. As always, Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson is here with us today. And Tracy, will it be a good weather day for folks to get outside?
Yes, you will need to hang on to your hats because it is going to be, it's going to be so windy out there. If you thought yesterday was windy, today is even windier. So on the radar view, a little interesting, we had a few very minimal showers. Some of these, most of them, not even making their way all the way to the ground. You can kind of see that track through, some more towards Litchfield and kind of that northern part of Interstate 55. Now, there's that refined arch, I guess, as you guys described it this morning. I'm not going to let you live that down. 42 degrees, it feels like 35. Winds are out of the east-southeast at just about 15 miles per hour. Through the rest of our day today, a good mix of sun and clouds out there. Temperatures will make it into the low 60s, so yes, it will be warmer, but we're talking gusts today up to 30, 35 miles an hour, so it'll be a blustery day out there. 54 degrees for us overnight, still windy, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Our sunset is at 7:05.
And let's begin with Decision 2024. This morning, the polls have closed and the results are not in just yet. Missouri's Democratic primary wrapped up yesterday after only 4 hours of ballot casting.
That's right, and now officials say we might have to wait until Thursday to actually see those results. Here in St. Louis, there were more than a dozen polling sites. President Joe Biden, Marianne Williamson, and Dean Phillips were just some of those names on the ballot. It was the first party-run presidential contest in the state since the law was passed in August of 2022, leaving it up to each party to run its own presidential primary or caucus. Party officials say that's why we're seeing this delay.
We've built in a few days just because we're using an election vendor who's well known in running state and private elections around the country. So they're the ones that will actually be tabulating these. We expect we may have it sooner, but we built in some extra days just in case.
You can check the latest on those results on our website, ksdk.com. Also at the polls, Missouri Democrats collected signatures for the Right to Reproductive Freedom ballot initiative.
Yeah, it's aimed at ending the ban on abortions in the state. Our Laura Barcheski checked in with the organizers as they race against the clock to collect signatures.
As volunteers for Missourians for Constitutional Freedom collected signatures at Democratic primary polls to get reproductive freedoms on the ballot, pro-life organizations marched to the Arch, saying the fight is not over just because Roe v. Wade was overturned.
There's no inherent constitutional right to have an abortion, and so millions of children are still continuing to be aborted, and we just want to raise the level of awareness.
The ballot initiative on the table right now says the government shall not deny or infringe upon a person's fundamental right to reproductive freedom. Rachel Lazar with Americans United says abortion isn't just a reproductive freedom issue, it's also a religious freedom issue.
What I'm proud about isn't just the courage of our plaintiffs in our lawsuit and the challenges to Missouri's abortion bans, but the way that that's helped lead to this ballot initiative, hopefully, that will, be on the ballot in November, so that the voters can overturn these abortion bans, advancing both reproductive and religious freedom.
Executive Director of Coalition Life, Brian Westbrook, says those who are pro-life need to continue to stand together as he believes the courts won't protect life at the end of the day.
We all have to work together, and the one thing we know is that the pro-life movement is 100% united today to continue to protect life, specifically in Missouri, to fight back with some of these ballot initiatives.
Missourians for Constitutional Freedom says they aren't releasing signature numbers right now, but are on track, saying, quote, "The more Missourians hear about our campaign, the more they're energized to fight back against Missouri's cruel abortion ban and put families, not politicians, back in charge of personal medical decisions. Our grassroots movement continues to build momentum, and we're going to keep doing the work to grow support across the state." Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
And you can find out more about the petition and the language that could be on the ballot on ksdk.com.
This morning, one man is dead and another is in the hospital after a barn collapse in Waterloo. It happened yesterday morning off Country Club Lane. Crews were working on tearing down the building when part of it collapsed on 2 of the workers. Police arrived to help free the trapped men, but unfortunately, a 58-year-old Wildwood man died at the scene. The man's name has not been released until his family is notified.
And as we head into a new week, here's 3 stories you'll want to keep an eye out on for in the coming days. Now, tomorrow marks the beginning of Joseph DeJoy's jury trial. He's accused of killing a St. Charles woman more than a year ago and keeping her body in his Maryland Heights apartment for several days. He faces a total of 11 felony charges, including kidnapping, assault, and rape. Also happening tomorrow, St. Louis city leaders are once again discussing street safety. City aldermen say it's in response to the case of Janae Edmondson, a teen who lost her legs in a downtown crash. It's called the Complete Streets Bill, and it's already in the city's Public Infrastructure Committee.
And later this week, students and staff at Peevely Elementary School in Jefferson County are setting world records. Listen to this, Tracy, you'll like it. The goal is to collect the most mac and cheese boxes
Yes!
in a donation drive. The current record is 5,000, a number they've actually already passed, but they are not finished just yet, folks. In order to officially break the record, they must create a domino line with the boxes, knock them all down, then donate them.
I believe.
They'll make their grand attempt on Wednesday and then actually deliver the macaroni to local food pantries. Well, coming up, more complications with FAFSA, why your student aid could be delayed.
Plus, an ingredient investigation. Our Consumer Reports breaks down the best black bean brands for your buck.
I don't know how to respond to that, Gene. Thank goodness. Temperatures today in the mid to upper 50s for your running forecast.